Hey everybody, it's Lane with Crafty Life Mom, and I am back with a Christmas in July craft. I have not been live in a while, and I think it's just because it's been all the summer things. And I'm using a new software today, so if you hear a little bit of um, like different frequency or an echo, could you let me know in the comments? And the other thing about the comments, I'm using StreamYard as a service to be able to go live in two places today. So in order for me to see who the user is, then you need to make sure that you accept the StreamYard notifications or whatever, or whatever the agreements are. So, and then I can see your name. Okay. So if you are here, just say hi and let me know so I can see all who is here. Hi, Bobby. Let's see. And I'm just making sure that I have everything set up since this is the first time I've used this. Now, the reason I'm using this software is because I actually have the ability to go and use two cameras. So I have a camera set up above me. Well, it's actually my phone. And that's why I'm asking if you're getting the echo, because you're going to be able to look down on my project today as we create. So Christmas in July. All right, let's get started. So I have a couple of projects that I would love to share with you guys this week. I have at least 3. I'm gonna try to go for 4 and share with you all things Christmas this week and actually make some crafts for Christmas in July. So I actually am going to be doing a simple one today. It is a Christmas tree. Obviously, we got to start with a tree. And I went to Hobby Lobby, one of my favorite places, and I bought it's from the Christmas craft section. This is the tag. It was $8. And it's just this wooden plank tree. So you can see that here. And it's, it's like what is this, like a pallet tree? You could make this yourself probably if you have the scrap wood laying around. It has like a 1 by, what is this, like 1 by 1/2 board, and then it's on a stand. It was $8. And so I thought this would be really cute to give a makeover to. So I know I have seen these on Etsy and different places where people have actually made them. They've cut the wood and they paint and distress them, and they sell these for like $35 and up, sometimes upwards to $100 if you get like a set of these. So I'm going to show you how you can just create one easily for $8 to $10. Okay. And I'm going to say $8 to $10 knowing that this was $8. And the reason that I'm saying that is because okay, so when I bought this, it was $8. It's not on sale, but you know that Hobby Lobby is going to have their Christmas eventually. All their Christmas is starting to come out, if you didn't know. But eventually they're going to have all their Christmas out, and it's going to be at least 30% off, if not 50% off very soon. So you won't even pay full price for this tree in the coming weeks. Okay. Number 2, I have all of my supplies laid out here, and I will show you in my camera in just a second. And everything that is here, I had from my craft stash, okay, behind me. So I am just crafting my stash, okay, to make this tree look awesome. All right. So that being said, and I'm sorry, I'm wearing these pods. I keep wanting to push them in. So if I do that, and sorry not to be annoying, but it's helping with the frequency on my side. All right, so we're gonna make this. I'm gonna go ahead and try to flip the camera so you don't just see my face, but I think there's an option where you can kind of see both, and then that way I can still see comments if you guys have questions. So one thing I want you to do is comment definitely for sure. If you have any questions about anything, I will try to share where I got everything from, or if you've seen anything similar, or sometimes I like to ask. This is my first time streaming live actually with YouTube. It might be my second, but with this software. So definitely make sure that you help me decide some decisions, because I always like to do that when I'm on my Facebook page going live. I like to ask the viewers, like, help me decide, like red or blue, like whatever. So make sure you comment because I think for sure that's the only way I'm gonna know. Hi, Savannah. Yay for Christmas in July, right? I'm excited. Okay, so let me flip this. Let's see if it's gonna do it for me. Okay, well, it's gonna do the side by side. All right, so here's my tree. I have some scrapbook paper laying out, and I thought it would be good to actually do kind of like a Mod Podge to this. This is kind of rustic, like it's not smooth. It could be sanded and it would soak up paint probably very well. And I thought about painting it and doing like some polka dots and things like that, but I feel like everyone paints them. So I want to do something a little different. So I went to one of my trays back here, actually this one right back here. I keep in these bottom 3 of my dream box, I keep tons of scrapbook paper. And every time I go to Hobby Lobby, I usually buy, I don't know, 4 sheets of paper. They're around 59 cents. Sometimes they're like 4 for $1, so you get them for less. And so I have different sheets of paper, and then I buy all the different holidays or just whatever I think is cute or fun that I haven't seen before. And sometimes the paper I find that's new to me, some of you may already know or have seen it, so I'm just sharing where I get all my supplies from. All right, so let's talk about these papers because you can tell that I kind of have some weird little patterns going on here, and that's because it is kind of weird. So I have this green buffalo check, which I can't even talk. I absolutely love. It actually has it on here. Webster's Pages. This one I believe also came from Hobby Lobby. It's the Papercraft brand. It says 69 cents. I'm pretty sure I got this one in a sale. So I typically don't pay more than like 50 cents for the paper. So, and then I have this cute like black and white polka dotted one. You see that? I love this pattern. Super cute. And I'm into all things black and white dots right now. And that could be pink dots, watercolor dots, Dalmatian dog dots, just regular black and white polka dots. I have been buying up polka dots and I don't know why. I'm going to show you and I'm going to give you an example. So I bought this was a while ago. This is probably one of the first things that started it. My mouse pad. It's black and white dot. That started it. And then I kind of got a little crazy. I actually have an armband here. It's got a key ring thing on it. This is more like the Dalmatian dot. So I noticed there's a trend with the black and white dots. I'm just saying, I feel like it's going to become a thing as we go into the fall crafting season and into Christmas. And I'm already in love with it. And in fact, I have another craft that's all about black and white and dots. Okay. So the next paper I have pulled out is glitter gold. You can't have a little Christmas without some glitter gold. And then I have this paper. It's very interesting. It's an interesting choice. It's this black and white check pattern. It could be like this, kind of looks like race check, or, you know, like this. Kind of could look a little Halloween-y. Or have you guys ever heard of the designer Mackenzie Childs? She is a designer who makes like kitchen and table decor. It is very, very, very high end. If you haven't heard of it, definitely do a Google search and look her up, Mackenzie Childs. I think once you look at her famous, I think it's called Courtly Check, which is this paper, you will probably recognize seeing something somewhere, at least on Instagram, something like that, with her famous patterns. And they're so high end, they look good paired with other things. Even if you mix and match them with things from the dollar store, they look good. So I thought I would bring a little bit of that into our tree. So what I'm gonna do is, I've already kind of pre-planned that I'm going to use this green twice. And I kind of want to, I'm going to flip this over and just kind of gauge here. I'm thinking I want the green at least on the top, or the second one and the fourth one, but I'm not even sure that I'm gonna do all of paper. So me grab some scissors. I'm just gonna kind of make a cut where this first one ends. Okay, and then I know this is kind of scary, but I really want this ripped look. So I'm gonna rip my paper. I know, not normal, right? But I just like this rougher edge of the paper. And then I'm gonna try to rip down this side too, keeping it just as thin as possible. So now I have my ripped edge. And I think that's definitely how I want to do it. I'm going to do this one definitely on the bottom. And I'm just going to fold over my edges and just cut this. Oh, there's my scissors. I was looking for these. Kind of like that. And you know what? I probably should have just ripped that just to kind of keep that same like raw edge. You know what I'm saying? Just like give it a few little rips. What do you think? Do you guys like the ripped edge, or are you kind of like thinking I'm bananas right now? Let me know. All right, so there's my line right there, and I kind of ripped more than I wanted to, but that's okay. I'm gonna like rip a little piece and then Mod Podge it into place. And I actually am gonna save some of these because I'm gonna try and add like some of this little rips around. So I'm just gonna use plain old Mod Podge, and I have my little brush. And I'm going to put it onto the wood just to kind of coat this first to kind of get it down there. Let's see. So has anybody on here made any Christmas in July projects yet? Are you even thinking about Christmas? Like, is it too soon for you? I think it's probably still too soon for me to think about like decorating, but for crafting, never too soon. I love it. All right, so I'm gonna kind of just stick this on my bottom, like that. I'm gonna go back to my edges here and just kind of secure that down, tear that piece off right there. Just brush this paper, kind of coat that paper on the edges. Like that. And let me tear this. Just like that. The reason I'm ripping the edges is because I do kind of still want it to have a little bit of that rustic charm, I guess you would say, that little rusticness of it. It is a wood tree. But I want it to kind of resemble, I don't know, something different, something unique. All right, so I'm ripping another piece just like this. I'm really not digging my rip, but we're gonna go with it anyway, because in the end, I think the look will work out. So I kind of like it this way best. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And so I'm just creasing it where I want to like have the paper kind of rip. And then I'm just pulling it down that, oh, it does that, I hate that. Pulling it down that crease. So I'm just recreasing it and then just gonna try and tear it. I have scissors, but you know, I want that ripped look. Okay. So let me use a little bit of this to just kind of stick that paste down. All right, so I'll crease this little side and rip. That one ripped pretty well. All right, so now I'm gonna do the second one from the top. And I'm just gonna soak this piece down as well. The wood really is soaking up this Mod Podge, so I'm definitely having to use a pretty good amount to get it on there. And you know, you could stain this wood first, maybe before you do this technique. You could do it either way. But I think what I'm gonna do is, oh, I need to kind of slide it. I am going to maybe come with some paint. I have some paint laid out here. This is the chalk paint in Waverly Hazelnut. I might try to like distress a little bit around the edges. We'll see. All right. Well, let's see. Moving along here. Pretty good. All right, so starting to look like a tree. It's got a little funkiness to it with the buffalo check pattern, the way that it's going. I could probably use a little green right here. So I'm just gonna add a piece from these little strips like that and just kind of add it to my pattern, just kind of overlap it. Okay, so now you kind of see where I might be going with it. All right, with the ripping. So now I want to definitely add some of this dotted pattern, and I definitely want to add, and I don't want to use all of this paper, so I'm just going to cut this off. I definitely want to add this check pattern as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just tear like, and I'm going to help it by just folding the edge a little bit. And then I'm going to try and just rip this little ruffled side up edge down. And it's okay if I rip more than like I want. There you go. That's not really going how I want to, so maybe we'll try peeling it away. No, that's not working either. I'm definitely not an expert in ripping paper straight. I think I've learned that by just these 10 minutes so sitting here. All right, so got it like that. Okay, so that's not too bad. I'm kind of digging this. Let me get that kind of going down like that towards the bottom maybe. And now let's try to rip this side. And it's okay if this one turns out thinner. So like, I'm going to go ahead and just give this one a good solid fold. Just to see if that helps it better like I did on the triangle parts of the tree. And see if I can get a better ripping. Yeah, that works. All right, little time to always learn, right? So here we go. I got this little bit going here. Ripping. And it's a little rustic at the end, but that's all right. Okay, so now I kind of have like this little edge going on, and this is where I kind of want to add some of this pattern, kind of like peeking out from it, right? Not too much, but just enough to show like the trendiness, I guess, that this pattern is, right? You may not think it's trendy or you may not like it. I know it is definitely different. But I definitely think it will be cool. All right, so I'm going to do another fold. I think the folding method is the way to go when it comes to doing some teared paper. Kind of see that happening there. So yeah. And then see, I don't really need to worry about cutting, but I'm gonna cut that. And let's do another fold here and do another rip. Oh yeah, looking good. All right, so kind of have that going on. Kind of have this edge. I think I'm gonna do something like that. What do you guys think? Yay, nay, you hate it? I think it's kind of cool. Or should I do it the other way? Kind of have those with this peeking. Don't really know. I'm kind of digging both. What do you think? I make you want to do a craft, Savannah. Yay! It's never too soon to talk about crafting for Christmas, for sure. Never too soon. Decorating, that's another story. Like, we can make all the things, but I'm not ready to break out my fall bins yet. If you guys don't know, I just started teaching. Well, I'm going to be teaching in the fall. I've been always a part of my kids' school and doing that. Oh, I kind of like it turned. Yes, that's it. That's what we're going to do. So I have all of that on my mind as well, and I will never give up crafting. Never. It is my jam. So, and I do plan to share some tidbits here. I do know that. I kind of want to like tear a little bit more off this edge just to show a little bit more buffalo check. Okay. So, but yes, Savannah, getting back to what you were saying, I can, if I get out the supplies and think of like, okay, what can I do with this? Like this tree, for example. I was walking down Hobby Lobby and I was trying to figure out, like I saw the Christmas and I was just like, oh, I don't want to decorate just yet. Like I'm not into it just yet. It's too soon. You know, it's like hotter than I don't know what outside. So thinking about cool weather kind of got me excited, but having to do with the decorating part, I was kind of like, no, but I love to decorate. But then I got to like the Christmas craft section, which they had just started putting out. And I was kind of looking for the wooden nativity scene that I did last year, just to see if they had any more. My sister-in-law, she had really, really wanted. I'm going to trim this. You see that little like white, let me put it in the camera. Ooh, wait, sorry. See how it's like too much white? I'm going to trim that a little bit. Keep my little rip in here, just so it's like not so. But anyway, she wanted one of those wooden ones, and I was actually looking for her for that to snatch it up because they do go fast. That nativity scene does go very fast every Christmas. It wasn't out yet, so I'm sure like right after I left, they probably put it out, but definitely look for those. They're super cute and adorable, and you can do them any way you want. So I saw these trees, and I was like, it looks like something I've seen before. Like I'm not really sure what I would do with it, but something was telling me that I needed to get one of these. So I had no idea until today what I was going to make with it or how I was going to actually make it work with paint, I guess. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely doing that. Okay, so it went like that. And how did I do it? I had this one underneath, didn't I? Or did I have it on top? I had it on top. Yeah, put it this way. This way. That's right, there it is. So let's rip that edge. Oh, it's kind of easy if you do it on the board. Like so. All right, so that is looking good. I love it. I'm gonna just Mod Podge these down into place. That's the beauty about Mod Podge. You could just clop it on and it dries clear. I won't sing. All right, so here we go. Now for the fun. It's dropping. There we go. I'm thinking of adding a little bit of this check at the very tip top. Let me just rip some of that. I'm going to just do my corner edges. Rip and rip. Let me get some of this little piece off. And of course, at the very top, we are going to add gold. You know, we got to add that glitter. Won't be without it. And then I have a little surprise. So let me cut some of this. Now this glitter cardstock, you see all my tearing shapes here. I'm just going to cut a little piece. I don't need much. This glitter is a cardstock. So I'm not even sure how this, oh, and I cut the piece that has a price tag, so it's even thicker. Okay. So I'm not even sure how this is going to do this, but I'm gonna just kind of form it around my triangle top piece here and try and rip that. Wish me luck. Okay, not too bad. And give it a little. I really like the gold in there. Let me just rip a little bit of it for here. Just kind of add a little piece at this little seam. I'm actually covering the slats of it, but I don't really care. I think it looks good like that. I don't really have to have these seams here. In fact, I think I could definitely stand to cover that one, maybe with another. And you know what? I just got this crazy idea. You could totally, like, oh, look at that crisscrossed. That looks really good, especially on the camera. Let me put it over here so you can see. Look at that. It kind of looks like a letter Z though. You see that? So I don't think I'm gonna do that. But let's fire up the glue gun. This is a Ryobi glue gun. I love this thing. You can have it on and use it. You don't have to worry about any kind of delay or putting it back on the stand. You know, like I know some of the cordless glue guns can't hook. You have to have it on the hook. So, all right, let's take a look. I'm gonna put this back on here. I'm digging this tree so far. While the glue gun is firing up, let's just kind of clean up some mess here. I'm gonna put these paper bits out of the way. You just put these to the side. You never know, you might need a little bit more. But guys, this was so far, this was just 4 sheets of paper that I had in my stash. Okay? All right, so I do have a little bit of this brown hazelnut paints. I have this paintbrush, and so what I'm gonna do is just over here. Oh, it kind of needs a stir. Let's do that. Put it back into that oily part. Yeah, there we go. Much better. So I'm just gonna kind of wipe off my brush and then just kind of stain my wood a little bit and dry brush just around this tree on the edge. It's okay if I get like, as my paper kind of goes over, and I have a plan for that. So, don't worry. Okay. This would look good white too, I think, or even like a black. I just picked this hazelnut color because it was the first one I saw, and I thought for sure. All right, so let's see, let me get some on this stem a little bit. All right. I might do something different to this stand. I'm not really sure just yet. Like maybe some moss. I don't have any laid out, but I know I have some somewhere in my cabinet back there, like hot glue the moss. But I don't really think the moss, looking at it now, goes good with this pattern. So I gotta think on that. I don't really know. If you have a suggestion, put it down in the comments. You love the crisscross pattern, Savannah. So do I. I think it looks really good. All right. So my glue gun is pretty much, I think, ready to go. It's starting to drip, so we're good on that. So earlier, I did a live craft with, there's a company that does like craft classes for its community, its residents, and they had me go on live. And so we did some crafts with some of these ribbons that I have. These are all from the Dollar Tree. See that? And let's put some of these on there. I'm just going to cut a few. I'm not really sure if it's going to turn out. These are a bunch of skinny ones. And then I also have, I found this in my stash earlier. Look at this. It's like a cream. It's not really a white. It's pretty white, but this pom-pom, I love it. I'm gonna cut a piece of that. So $3 Dollar Tree ribbons and this pom-pom from who knows where. I probably got it from Hobby Lobby because it's such a bundle of it. And so I'm sure I got like a couple yards. I want to just kind of play and see if some of these would look good going through my tree here. And I'm thinking about playing along with that whole zigzag deal. Like kind of like it's almost like it's garland. I could totally do a ton of this pom-pom like around it, but I don't want to do that because I still have something else I want to add to this before we go. So I think we dig it. I'm loving that, right? We think we should do that? Maybe we should switch this one and that one. So we have like a white, a tan, a white, and a tan. I'm gonna do it. All right, so I'm just gonna like draw a line with my glue and just set that ribbon in there. Like that, and then just kind of, that didn't even sit. Attach this to the back maybe. Let me lay them down first. Actually, let me do it on the ribbon. And you know, it kind of helps having this little monitor here. So I can kind of look up and see what I'm doing. Yay, StreamYard. Okay, this one is definitely wacky. All right, so here we go. Try not to burn yourself. I don't have my little finger things out. Okay, and then this one is just that little bit of piece right there. So I always get quiet when I squeeze the glue gun because I don't want to get her burned. All right, so I think I need something at the top, but I'm not sure what. I know a star would look great, but so I'm just gonna like secure these to the back really quick. And then cut them off so that I don't have these big tails. All right, did I get it all? Okay, okay, look right there. How cute. It's looking good. Look at that little tree. Love it. Okay, so the last thing that I want to do is add some bells. So I'm going to put this up here to the side for a minute. I have some twine. This is that Dollar Tree twine. You can find it in like the car auto section. And I'm just going to pull out a bunch of it. And I think I'm going to try and string like so 4, 3, that's 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 bells. That's a lot of bells. All right, so I have this little stash of bells. You can get these at any craft store, just like in a bag of them. And I'm gonna put 10 of the gold ones on here. And the reason I'm doing gold is because if you do look up that Mackenzie Childs, she does do the black and white check, and then there's always like a gold enamel like accent or some kind of, you know, like some kind of pop of a brassy gold color. So this would be kind of like a highlight to that. But Christmas bells, hello, that's like its own thing too. You know what would look really cute? I have to kind of wet this twine. Is I have some red pom-pom ribbon. I'm gonna lay that on this tree just to kind of show you guys what that looks like. I get these bells on down the line here. Okay. You know what? I should probably use a little glue, Mod Podge, to just keep my little thread straight. Oh yeah, that's a good tip. Just created that. Get a little bit more here. So I'm just kind of taking the Mod Podge and like painting it into the jute twine to help the bells slide on. All right, let me just cut this little hair though. So now it should be a lot easier. Let's see how many I'm gonna have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 4 more. Oh, but it doesn't stay. Two more. So have you guys watched any good Netflix shows lately? My husband and I always try to watch like a series or something and watch it like every night, like 1 or 2 until we finish it. We kind of look for new stuff, but I haven't really seen anything that's been exciting. Okay. All right, and I think that's 10. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. All right. So I'm going to still bring these on down to like the middle here of my twine. Like way down. So I got my bells like mostly down here, and then I have this one at the top. So my idea is I'm going to do 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4, right? So I'm going to definitely make sure that this one is at the top, and I'm still wrapping it like more than one time around. So to secure this, I'm gonna definitely have to do it like that. I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm just gonna secure this first piece with some glue to the back of it. And just to kind of help, I'm gonna take a piece of paper and just put it together so it's tight. All right, so now I've done that one. Now I don't want my bells, the 2 that are next, to be in my pom-poms, so I'm gonna be like aware of that, I guess. And I'm gonna wrap my 2 like that, kind of like at the bottom of it. Kind of see how I did that? Maybe like going downward. I'm gonna come around. My bells are right there, so that's why I needed a ton of this twine. So let's slide these down, because you definitely want to like wrap the bells and then wrap like a singular strand. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of like keep the spreading of this out pretty well. So let's just do like this. Sorry, I know this is getting a little time consuming. We're almost done, guys. Almost done. All right, so now we're ready for the 3. So let's slide these down. Still coming. I'm gonna leave 4 down at the bottom, so I only have 3 that are gonna wrap. I kind of need to help this one. There's a knot or something here. There we go. All right, so here come the 3. And I'm just gonna try and space them like a little different from the two. So do you see that? Wait, let me get my camera. Like that. All right, and then I'm going to bring this around. One time around, and then we're going to do the 4. So it's got to go, oh, it's wanting to cross. You know what's a good idea is to put a little bit glue here to kind of secure that edge, because there's the actual line for the 2 pieces, and it's wanting to like go right into that crack there between the 2 boards. So just being aware of that, I'm going to try and secure that. Okay. Last time for some bells to wrap. Just got to pull these down. And now here come the 4 bells. And this last one, look, it's kind of got like all the frayed pieces of the twine, but it's fine. It just peels right off. All right, so we're going to come right here. Spread these back out. These are a little close. Look at that. So cute. Okay, I'm going to put a little glue again right here. It's not Christmas unless there's like buffalo check and green and twine, right? And wrap it right into that glue. And then one more time around. So I'm going to secure it. And to secure it, I'm just going to cut a little bit of a tail here. See that? So I have like this much left. And I'm just going to try and tie it to the other wraps. Like kind of just weave it. Oh, you see what's happening? It's pulling it. So let me try that again. Probably should start down here and tie it off. That's probably better, smarter. Okay. And tie it again. All right. So you could probably put a little bit of glue here too, just to kind of help it. Any of your scrap little tear pieces, I just put right over top of it with the glue, just to kind of like press down into it. Use like another one to just make sure it really, I don't want that one to stay now. Okay, make sure it just really stays well. Okay, and now I can cut that little piece of tail. All right, I think I am done with this. Let me show you the red pom-poms really quick, just to kind of give you a different spin. I think that would look good too. Look at that. I should almost add some. Do I add some? Oh my gosh. I love the red in there. I don't know. What do you guys think? A little bit of red at the bottom, in the middle. I don't have much of this left anyway. Ah! All right. Here we go. All right, so yes to the red or no to the red? I wasn't going to do any red. It looks good either way. It really does. Like this is definitely its own look. And then the red, it just kind of like makes it even more. Wait, let me go the right way. So, no red. You definitely notice that black and white check. I think we're just going to leave it for right now. I might go back and add the red. I'm not really sure. But yes. This is super cute. And this cost me $8 plus whatever the materials I already had on hand, but I, did my stash. And it was 45 minutes, maybe. You could have probably done it faster if you weren't live, but look how cute this is. I am in love with the way it turned out. I think it's so adorable. And I may go back another red. I'm still so undecided on that. But anyways, thanks for joining. If you watched the entire time, I appreciate you. Make sure you sprinkle the video and share it with your friends or anybody that you would like to craft with and you're looking for projects that you want to make. This would be totally easy to do. Just some scrapbook paper, some ribbon, and this tree y'all from Hobby Lobby, and you can make this same thing. So I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow with another Christmas in July craft. I will see you soon. Have a great night. Bye.